We tasted from bottle a small range of different vintages of the Antinori's famous red Tignanello. But let's take it all a step further and taste some wines from barrel. Most premium wines are aged in French oak barrels to soften tannins in red wines and give richness to white wines. There are other barrels such as American oak or even Hungarian oak, as well as chestnut. Most oak barrels are 225 liters in size, but there are larger barrels such as puncheons of 500 liters or casks ranging from a few hectoliters to much, much larger. We're now in the barrel aging room of Tenuta Tignanello, but we're tasting Solaia, the newest vintage 2017. When you're tasting from barrel, you look for some basic components, the balance of the fruit and alcohol, the tannins, the length. Length is when you taste the wine and get rid of it. How long does it last? The flavor, the texture. Top-class wines have all this in balance. Less good wines may have too much acid or too much alcohol, or they may be over-influenced by the wood, giving them a vanilla or woody flavor. Good tannins, nice chewiness. It's a little bit raw now, but it's a baby. It has to spend another 7 or 8 months in barrel, and those tannins, that chewiness, is going to soften and come along nicely, and then it'll be put in bottle.
Yeah, and 2017 was a very warm vintage. So I think the wine is we're very excited about the wine because warm vintages sometimes give big, fatty wines. This is nice because it's got that elegance, that typicity of that piece of land. This is Cabernet mostly and a bit of Sangiovese, the opposite of Tignanello, but you still recognize the origin, no?
Yes. How do you figure out how long to age it in wood? Is it all just about tasting?
Basically, yes.
Yes.
It's
3 months. Every 3 months we taste the wine and we feel the evolution. We feel the evolution of the tannins and also the apport of the wood that we choose vintage by vintage, independent of the style of the season and the climate of the season.
When people talk about wine, sometimes they think it's just science, but actually it's artistry. You're figuring out just by tasting. It's not just going to the lab and analyzing it.
So the analyses are important for sure because the wine needs to be correct in its parameters, but at the end, the tasting and the evolution of the wine is what allows you then to take the decision of a rack or the moment of moving out the wine from the wood. And so this is a really human evolution of the wine based by human work and human tastings.
You may have heard of en primeur or buying wines as futures. And what happens is you're buying the wine still in barrel. It'll be delivered in 2-3 years. And you're trusting my notes, other people's notes, and also your wine merchant to give you great information so you can make that purchase. It's really special to be down in this ancient cellar with all these barrels of Solaia. Tell us a little bit about the cellar.
Here we are 6 meters under the level of soil, more or less, and we have an humidity that goes from 75 to 85%, and the temperature that stays between 14 and 16. We have a little system that allows us to maintain this condition because the most critical moments are the hottest days in summer and the coldest day in the winter. And so our target is that that condition stay constant in order that the wine do not have any kind of change of aging conditions.
And this is all what's about. I mean, all the vineyard of Solaia, what it produces, stays here. And I must say it's not common that we do a barrel tasting because there's only very few barrels. So it's a pleasure and a treat. But I think it's showing well, 2017, which we like. So it's comes from the vineyard just next door, the Tignanello. The other side, it's 80% Cabernet and 20% Sangiovese. We don't sell en primeur, but we guarantee that when it comes out on the market, it's the way we feel it's fine. 1 year, it might be more difficult. We make a little bit less, but prices in Italy do not fluctuate according to the vintage. They are constant, but it's quantities that are perhaps reduced according to the quality of the vintage. And this is the enologist, the director, and our chief enologist who decide together with the family the direction that it should be